Before this video begins, I'd like to give a special thanks to the people on screen for supporting me on Patreon. Hello there and welcome to some more Sega GT. This is part 38. And in today's part, we're going to be going on with the WSK, the last main stretch of the game. Just before I show you the car that we're going to be using, here's the car from doing the Bridgestone Endurance a second time. It is in fact another Impreza 22B STI, but this time, not rather than it being the regular blue color, it's this kind of interesting, like, silverish gray color that's kind of on a lot of the regular, like, WRX STI models. And I guess I decided, why not try one with a 22B? It's a bit strange, personally, but, it exists, so there you go. And yeah, so today I decided my car for the first event, the front wheel drive ones, is going to be the Deuteron body with a front wheel drive configuration, still making the same amount of power as the last car was in. As a result, I've called it the Fronter because I couldn't think of anything else for some reason. Now, you might be thinking this might be a bit overkill to be using a car like this, but as you're about to see, and by the way, this the front drive car cup is at Night Section A Reverse, $100,000 for coming in first. A lot of money to be made, and $10,000 for pole position, so yeah, it's good money to be made here. That roster that you see here, that never changes, no matter how many times you re-entered it. You'll have a Molestar, you'll have the Works Integra Type R, you'll have an MCS 001, an HTR XXX, and a TNA FF5, which is the car that I was in before, basically. So that's why I brought the Deuteron body, so I could be a little bit different. Alright, so one thing I actually do need to do here, probably would be a smart idea. Let's put the downforce up. This car is probably going to be overkill, not going to lie, but in the case of this, it's the last main event of something like this. Let's go big. Let's just go crazy, right? Might as well. So that's why I'm going to use this car that has this much amount of power, because why not? Ah, yes. Front-wheel drive tendencies of cars to spin their wheels. Am I, like, shifting really early or something? I think it is. I think I am. I don't know. It doesn't feel like I'm getting much more out of the gears. Wow, that thing can go up to 115. It's a very strange feeling, the way the gearing is. Probably because it's got so much power going to those front wheels, to be fair. To be fair, though, despite that incident there, this is actually probably one of the most controllable of all the really high power cars, because front wheel drive in this game, you kind of really benefit from it. Could also just do that, but that would be a pain in the ass to have to do. So yeah, this run was honestly just really fucking ugly, really bad. But good enough to still beat that time by a fair margin and get the pole position. So, yeah, basically, it's on me for deciding to put so much power into this thing. I'm probably not even going to use this car that much for money's sakes. But, I thought, because I honestly just thought, because it's the last event for these cars, I thought, why not? Let's just go crazy, right? In some ways, putting this much is coming to haunt me, but it makes her an interesting. I'd say it just makes her an interesting result, basically. If anything, I probably would have been better to not even bother putting any additional power into the car. But But basically, the thing is, the car has so much, like, power coming up to here that it just it basically just sits and sits and sits and sits at the red line. And because of it, it constantly confuses me for trying to like shift gears as a result. Because I keep thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to shift up. I'm gonna have to shift up. No, you don't. Don't shift up. Whatever you do, don't shift up. Because you're otherwise you're gonna shift the car way too. You're gonna like shift the car like way too fucking early, as I've been doing plenty of times. So. You just hear this thing. It's like constantly just screaming for help almost. There, I did like a way better time than my qualifying lap because I didn't like hit as many things that really slowed me down. But yeah, I'll just have to remind myself, don't go with this sort of setup again, because this just the car is basically just crying for mercy. Makes for an interesting video though, so you know, why not? So what I'll probably just end up doing is I'll make like I'll make like a new new fronter, and just go with like just change the engine up and just make it so it's not this much power, because it's definitely way too much. Not that I'm surprised, really. I was honestly expecting it was going to be quite a thing to be putting this much into a car on a front wheel drive chassis, but you know, now I know how the game treats it, so. But it's fine, because now I just gotta bring the car home. I basically just have to bring the car home, so. It's just oh man, it's just silly to look at it. But yeah, at least the good thing is one of the things I guess that would be really good about these WSK events when you unlock them, they are very, very good for making money. It's only one event, and it's only one 3-lap event, and you can make about 100. You make about 100,000 for winning, and that's not even counting the sponsor money you'll also get as well. So yeah, this is probably one of the, once you unlock this, it's probably the best way to make money in the game, basically. I just realized someone is way back out there, like way far behind everyone. I'm wondering if that's the Works Integra, despite it like qualifying second, because you know, AI. Oh well. I actually didn't even, to be honest, I didn't even win by that much. That Meister apparently was really close behind, but it never got close. It was never enough to get up to me. It probably would have been a bit further if I didn't put so much into the car, power-wise. Oh well. $100,000 for winning though. Ooh, look at that, $5,000 from each sponsor. So, on this screen alone, that's 35,000. And then on this screen, it's an additional 30,000. So 65,000. Yeah, a lot of money to be made. And our premium car appears to be a Toyota Corolla. It looks like basically like kind of like the World Rally car, but like with a unique livery, kind of similar to that Altezza that I unlocked quite earlier on in the LP. We shall take a quick gander. Yeah, but it's a 300 horsepower Corolla WRC. So yeah, pretty good for stock power on an A-class car, 4-wheel drive, turbo. You probably put quite a bit into this car and make it really good. In fact, what's the next one? Let me I gotta remind myself. Oh, it is rear drive. Okay, I can't quite use it yet. So basically, it doesn't matter if it's FR or MR, really. So I'm thinking for the 4-wheel drive one, I might actually use that Corolla that I unlocked. What I'm probably gonna end up doing is just selling the fronter. I'm gonna redo it and put like half the power into it, so it's not like constantly killing the wheels. probably would be better for the car. But yeah, stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy this, make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content similar to this one. You can also come check me out over on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Support the channel on Patreon, or if you so desire, or join the public Discord. Those links to all of those are down below in the description. I will see you on the next one.